Grand evening, and welcome to the Voice of Cheryl. I am Toothless Tiger. I am doing the second episode of my new series, Cheryl's Judicial Online Tour Guide. And what I want to do is direct you on how to navigate through the legal system. I am not an attorney, I do not practice law, but I love researching. And so, if you're an individual who's interested in law and just want to know different things, then Cheryl's Tour Guide is the place to be online. So, what I want to do now is go through my PowerPoint, and this is my first PowerPoint, so I'm very excited about it. And we're using the Henry Campbell's Black Law Dictionary, and it is the fourth edition. And the intro is just asking you, do you know the difference between lawful and legal? If not, you should. And let me share with you the difference from the judicial perspective. I have the definitions there. Unfortunately, I could not bring it in closer or make it bigger so that you could understand it, but I'm going to read it for you so that you can hear it and then you can go back and research it. We're going to start we're going to start with the word lawful. Lawful, legal, warranted, or authorized by the law, having the qualifications prescribed by law, not contrary to nor forbidden by the law. And then it lists case law that I won't read. The principal distinction between the terms lawful and legal is that the former contemplates the substance of law, and the latter the form of law. To say of an act that is lawful implies that it is authorized, sanctioned, or at any rate not forbidden by law. To say that it is legal implies that it is done or performed in accordance with the forms and usages of law or in a technical manner. In this sense, illegal approaches the meaning of invalid. For example, a contract or will executed without the required formalities might be said to be invalid or illegal, but could not be described as unlawful. Further, the word lawful more clearly implies an ethical content than does legal. The latter goes no further than to denote compliance with positive technical or formal rules, while the former usually imports a moral substance or ethical permissibility. A further distinction is that the word legal is used as the synonym of constructive, which law is not. Thus, legal fraud is fraud implied or inferred by law or made out by construction. Lawful fraud would be a contradiction of terms. Again, legal is used as the antithesis of equitable. Thus, we speak of legal assets, legal estate, etc., but not of lawful assets or lawful estate. But there are some connections in which the two words are used as exact equivalents. Thus, a lawful writ, warrant, or process is the same as a legal writ, warrant, or process. The next definition is legal. Legal. Number one, conforming to the law, according to law, required or permitted by law, not forbidden or discountenanced by law, good and effectual in law. And then it gives a case law. Number two, proper or sufficient to be recognized by the law, cognizable in the courts, competent or adequate to fulfill the requirements of the law, cognizable in courts of law as distinguished from courts of equity, construed or governed by the rules and principles of law in contradistinction to the rules of equity, posited by the courts as the inference or imputation of the law as a matter of construction rather than established by actual proof, e.g., legal malice. See lawful. Number 5, created by law, and then they give some case law. And number 6, lawful, of or pertaining to law. And then it goes on to give you as to legal. You have words like legal consideration, damages, day, debts, demand, defense, disability, discretion, estate, incapacity, irregularity, memory, mortgage, process, relevancy, remedy, reversion, and tender. And then they refer you to those titles. So these are the definitions of lawful and legal. And I'd like for you to go to the Henry Black's Law Dictionary. If you haven't already, you can go online and download the free PDF, or you can purchase the book. I normally go to the older bookstores like the half price bookstores or the thrift bookstore online or Amazon and order my books, and Etsy. I also go there to order my books. So I would suggest that you go to one of those places. But if you want to find an answer, or if you just have a question, and if it's a topic that you're interested in, you can put it in the comments if it's something that you would want me to help you find the answer to. Again, I am not an attorney. I do not practice law. I don't give advice. I suggest if you have a legal issue, then maybe you want to consult a legal professional. But what I do, if you're interested in law like I am, that's just something I like to do, then I can help you navigate through the judicial system. And I do topics on family law and workers' compensation. Those are laws that I find very interesting. Also, property and probate, and that's very, very interesting. One thing about probate in the state of Texas, you cannot represent yourself, because if you're not a licensed attorney, then you can't represent another entity. And if you're doing probate, then that's an estate, and you would have to represent that estate. And if you're not licensed, you can't do that. I don't have all the answers. I've never practiced, but I am very interested in it, and it's fascinating, and I enjoy what I do, so I share it with you. I hope you guys like this segment. I will be doing more, and I will be going back to just being Toothless Tiger, the voice of Cheryl. But I wanted to just try something new, and I want to thank Auntie Fee once again, who gave me the idea and actually literally gave me her time to help me get myself together and to learn the little things that I have. So on that note, I want to say like, please, share, subscribe, and if you like, you can donate to my page via the Cash App that's scrolling by. You have a beautiful, beautiful day. I am Toothless Tiger, Cheryl, your tour guide online for the judicial system. Goodbye.